Demonizing cheese may be trendy in some modern health circles, but doing so casually brushes aside centuries of culinary wisdom, cultural identity, and practical nutrition. Across Europe, Asia, and the Middle East, cheese has been more than just food. It's been a way of life, a means of preserving nourishment through harsh winters and long travels, and a symbol of craftsmanship that connects generations through tradition. Telling people to cut it out of their diet isn't just nutritionally short-sighted, it's culturally tone-deaf. From the mountain-aged Contes of France to the sharp casserie of Greece, the crumbly paneer of India, and the salted nabulsi of the Levant, cheese has evolved as a natural response to both geography and necessity. Long before refrigeration or protein bars, cheese was a reliable, portable, and nutrient-dense way to preserve the bounty of milk. Entire cuisines have developed around its presence, not despite it. It wasn't added for indulgence, it was survival, turned into art. Cheese has often reflected the wisdom of local ecosystems. Goats thrive in rocky terrain where cows can't graze, so cultures adapted to make goat cheese, not plant-based alternatives shipped halfway across the world. Regions with short growing seasons leaned on aged cheeses to carry nutrition through the winter, combining them with grains, olives, fruits, and legumes to create naturally balanced meals without needing a food pyramid handout. These traditional diets, like the Mediterranean, Alpine, and even parts of East African cuisine, use cheese not as a main course, but as a flavor enhancer and functional nutrient source. The result? People in these regions historically maintained excellent bone health, low rates of malnutrition, and, ironically, lower rates of obesity and metabolic diseases than many low-fat, high-processed diet regions see today. When we villainize cheese through the narrow lens of saturated fat content or calorie density, we ignore the broader dietary context in which it has always thrived. Cheese wasn't consumed in isolation. It was enjoyed alongside fresh vegetables, whole grains, olives, herbs, and fermented foods. It wasn't eaten mindlessly from a plastic wrapper in a car. It was part of a meal, a ritual, a table shared. Trying to erase cheese from the modern diet based on selective data misses the much more compelling story of how it supported human health for centuries, not by being avoided, but by being used wisely. The demonization of cheese also reflects a misplaced sense of nutritional perfectionism that forgets how real people actually eat. Food is not only about macronutrients, it's also about culture, satisfaction, and sustainability. Banning cheese not only risks nutrient gaps, goodbye calcium, B12, and K2, but also alienates people from their own food heritage. It sends the message that ancestral eating patterns are wrong simply because they don't fit into the latest diet app algorithm. There's also a sustainability angle to consider. Traditional cheesemaking uses surplus milk, reduces waste, and often comes from animals raised in smaller scale, mixed farming systems. It's a model of efficiency that predates industrial food systems and often coexists with other environmentally thoughtful practices like rotational grazing and regenerative agriculture. So, when done right, cheese isn't a burden to the planet. It's a deeply local, time-tested way of turning perishable food into long-lasting nourishment. In the end, demonizing cheese is not just about the dairy. It's about flattening a rich, textured, and meaningful part of the global food story into a one-dimensional health narrative that doesn't do justice to nutrition or culture. Cheese deserves better than that. And frankly, so do we.